The saga around Shadur Sanders has taken yet another wild turn, and this time it's gotten personal. What began as a simple disagreement over work ethic has now exploded into a full-blown media war involving Rex Ryan, Shadur's family, and a growing army of passionate fans. The spark that set it all off? Rex Ryan's sharp and unapologetic comments about the young quarterback's effort level in Cleveland. It started with what seemed like a routine segment. Rex Ryan, never one to hold back, went on air and declared that Shedeur wasn't working hard enough to earn a starting role with the Browns. He didn't phrase it like friendly advice or constructive feedback. It came out sharp, biting, and dismissive. In a tone that sounded more like an attack than analysis, Rex implied that Shedeur was falling short, that he wasn't putting in the kind of effort expected from an NFL-level quarterback. But what really made jaws drop was how confidently he said it, without a single shred of evidence to back it up. No quotes, no sources, no footage. Just his word. That didn't sit well with anyone close to Shedeur. Within hours, his mother fired back on social media with a statement that burned through the timeline. She didn't name Rex directly, but everyone knew who she was talking about. "This is what impotent, cancerous, envious energy looks like," she wrote. This type of evil goes way back. You can cut it with a knife embedded in blood and bone, seeping through all of the rotting wormholes it has. What and who does he really represent? His family and peers should be embarrassed to know and let this on their platforms. There's no room for this type in sports. Enough. Her words hit like a thunderclap, poetic, fierce, and deeply personal. Fans flooded the comments, half applauding her for defending her son and half stunned at the rawness of her statement. But behind the emotion, the message was clear. She was done watching her son get unfairly dragged by people with platforms, and that's where things got even uglier. The football world split in two overnight. Some backed Rex Ryan, saying he was just telling it like it is. Others blasted him for picking on a rookie who hadn't even been given a real chance yet. Even analysts on ESPN and Fox Sports were divided, debating whether Rex had gone too far or simply said what others were afraid to. But one thing everyone agreed on, his words had crossed a line. The strange part is, nobody knows where Rex got his information from. There's been no report from Cleveland's camp about Shedeur slacking off. In fact, quite the opposite. By all accounts, Sanders has been grinding behind the scenes, staying late after practice, studying film, and pushing himself on the scout team. He's been doing exactly what's expected of a young quarterback trying to climb his way up the roster. So when Rex confidently claimed that Shedeur wasn't working hard enough, fans were left scratching their heads. How could he possibly know that? Who was feeding him those details? Some fans think it's simple. Rex was trying to stir the pot for attention. Others believe it's deeper than that Shadur has become a target because of who he is. The son of Deion Sanders, a player who carries his father's charisma, confidence, and swagger. That alone makes him a magnet for criticism. Every word, every post, every move is dissected under a microscope, and any sign of confidence gets twisted into arrogance. Still, Shedeur isn't the type to shrink away. He's been open about how he sees himself and his future in the NFL. In a recent interview, he didn't shy away from stating that he believes he's better than some quarterbacks currently starting in the league. It wasn't arrogance, it was conviction. He said he's not happy being on the scout team, but he understands it's part of the process. He's focused, he's patient, and he's ready for the moment his opportunity comes. "I know for sure I'm not complacent," Shedeur said. "If you watch quarterback play in the league right now, I know what I'm capable of. I know I can do better than that. I'm doing what I need to do every day, staying focused on the mission. I'm not comfortable being a scout team player, but that's my situation right now, so I'm going to make the best of it and enjoy my moments." Those aren't the words of a lazy player. Those are the words of a competitor. But to Rex Ryan, that confidence seemed to be the problem. He framed it as ego, as entitlement, as a lack of humility. And that's what turned this from a football debate into a full-blown cultural one. Because the truth is, young black quarterbacks who show confidence often get labeled as cocky, while veterans with similar swagger are called leaders. The double standard is hard to ignore. That's why Shadur's mother spoke with such fire. Her anger wasn't just about one comment. It was about years of coded criticism, about seeing talented young players, especially black quarterbacks, picked apart for showing self-belief. To her, Rex Ryan's remarks weren't just analysis. They were part of a pattern. Meanwhile, the fans have been watching closely. They've seen Shedeur's off-season workouts, his relentless training, and his constant presence at the facility even when he didn't have to be there. They've seen the focus, the discipline, and the hunger. To them, Rex Ryan's criticism felt not only unfair but disrespectful. And then came the twist. Stephen A. Smith jumped into the debate, and he wasn't holding back either. On his show, he called Rex Ryan's comments flat out wrong, praising Shedeur for his professionalism and work ethic. "This kid is ready," Stephen A. said. "He's got over 7,000 passing yards, a 72% completion rate. Those numbers don't lie. He's shown poise, leadership, and the ability to rise above criticism. The Browns need to stop wasting time and give this young man his shot." That endorsement from one of the biggest voices in sports changed the tone of the entire conversation. Suddenly, Shadur wasn't just a target. He was a symbol of how misunderstood young athletes are in the modern media landscape. Stephen A. reminded everyone that potential doesn't always fit the old-school mold. And sometimes confidence is mistaken for arrogance simply because it makes people uncomfortable. Meanwhile, Rex Ryan found himself on the defensive. The backlash grew louder, and his comments were dissected word by word. Fans demanded receipts. Who told him Shedeur wasn't working hard enough? Where was the proof? Rex offered none. The more he tried to defend himself, the more isolated he looked. Analysts began calling his remarks reckless and irresponsible. Now the narrative has flipped completely. Shedeur's reputation, once under attack, has come out stronger than ever. His supporters have rallied, his fan base has grown, and his image has shifted from cocky rookie to misunderstood underdog. The criticism that was meant to bring him down only made him more resilient. And somewhere in the middle of all this noise, Shadur keeps doing what he does best, working, grinding quietly, waiting for his chance. Because when that chance comes, he knows exactly what he's going to do. He's going to prove that all the talk, all the doubt, and all the cheap shots mean nothing when the lights come on. Rex Ryan's comments were supposed to expose him. Instead, they exposed something much bigger. The bias, the fear, and the insecurity that still exist when young athletes refuse to fit the mold. And Shadur Sanders? He's not just surviving the storm. He's mastering it. What do you think? Did Rex Ryan cross the line with his remarks, or was he just being brutally honest? And should a rookie really be held to a different standard than the veterans who keep underperforming? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more of the latest NFL drama and player stories that the media won't stop talking about.